I thought we had a really, good sustained effort, for the majority of the game. I thought to start off offensively, I thought Russell did an incredible job just getting everybody involved, spreading the ball around, creating and generating shots for other guys. I thought we were pretty efficient on offense in terms of, just our shooting percentage, and I thought we took care of the basketball for the most part. I thought our second unit came in and played well. Towns in the first half was a handful. I thought we did a little bit of a better job in the third quarter. I don't think he played very much in the fourth. I thought maybe a minute or so. So I thought, again, it was a good step in a positive direction for us to continue to build on.
Billy, considering the road trip that Ennis had and some of the struggles he had against the Clippers and then not playing much against Golden State, what did you think about his performance tonight and what he was able to bring?
Yeah, I thought he played well. One of the things that we were trying to help him with is, getting deep post catches. But he's getting the ball. He's getting the ball close enough to the basket. I think he's trying to get too close sometimes. He's just got to. He's going to have to go up and jump hook and score, because we're getting too many turnovers, 3-second calls. And, when he's getting the ball that close to the basket, I think earlier in the year, I know it's early, but the first couple of games, so far off the block post-ups and then trying to have to work his way back. And we're getting it to him there. And, he's had a couple of 3-second counts. So, he's in the lane. But I thought he did a great job rolling to the rim. He offensive rebound, and he got a lot of stuff in around the basket. He was able to carve out position, and that's where I thought he was really effective tonight.
Yeah, Coach, what does it mean to you to see this team bounce back in this way? Obviously, it's a somewhat young team, still kind of getting it together. Emotional game out in Oakland, and to come back and play like this.
Well, I think Russell said it, best. It's one game, and of 82, and we'll take something from that game that to help us learn, going forward. And it was all about us tonight. It was all about what we need to do, how we needed to play defensively, how we needed to play offensively. It was all about what we needed to do. And I thought, getting back so later, early in the morning, and then really having to have a shoot around at 2:30 this afternoon. This is the first time we met since the Golden State as a team. We probably had a 35-minute walkthrough film session, and I give our guys a lot of credit for paying attention and focused in on things that we wanted to do without maybe having a real legitimate day, in between to prepare.
There was a point where you had Russell up in the fourth quarter to go back in around like 8:25. I think it was when Grant got fouled. Did that have anything to do with sending Russell back to the bench, and what was that discussion?
Probably a little bit. Those are like they're like the game's still there. Jeremy got fouled, and the game's still hovering around. And he was sitting there, and then to throw him back in, and if the lead stays that way for the next 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to take him out anyway. So I just said to him, listen, and Russell's great. He's just like, listen, whatever you want to do. If you need me to play, I'll play. I said, well, let's just hold off and see what happens here. And I thought that the guys that were on the court did a good job of closing out and finishing the game. So there was really no reason back. I think Jeremy getting fouled and then us getting the ball on the side with 8 minutes to go up, it was 21 or 22. I think there was enough time for me, I felt like, maybe to wait just to see how the game kind of unfolded from that point.
70 points in the paint today. What allowed you guys to have so much success down low?
I thought Russell, in particular, did a great job of getting the ball to the paint, and we opened up and got open three-point shots. We made pretty good decisions tonight of when to interior pass and try to finish the basket, and when to pass it to the perimeter for jump shots. And I thought we were balanced. We shot a fairly. Obviously a decent. We didn't take a lot of threes, but we took good threes, and we were able to get downhill to the front of the rim. We got some offensive rebounds. We got putbacks. We got some drives. We got out in transition. There were some different ways that we scored, but what was happening was the floor was spaced, and even the three-point shooting was effective for us because we were taking a lot of good open threes.
Coach, you delivered that knockout blow with the 18-1 run in the third. Was that just kind of a string of good plays, or was there a catalyst or something behind?
I thought our defense was good. It was really good. Like I said, Towns was a handful. He really played exceptionally well in that first half, and he made a lot of shots, and he did it in a lot of different ways. He made threes, he had post moves, he had face-ups, he had everything. He's a terrific offensive player. I had a chance to see him enough in college And, he's a hard guard because there's not many 5 men that can play with their back to the basket against other 5 men. They can also face up and put the ball on the floor. So he's a challenge. I thought Steven did a terrific job in the second half once he kind of started to figure out, how he was playing and what he was trying to do. So I thought it was our defense that allowed us to get out on the break, get some transition points.
In that third quarter, Russell had 10 points, but you got several other guys had at least 4 throughout the game. And I think because you're only your third guy all year to get a 20-point game, you got a lot of double-digit scoring. Did you get what you wanted in terms of balance and that sort of
Yeah,
thing?
I mean, I think so. Again, I give Russell a lot of credit. There's there's a balance there. One of the things we've tried to talk about is, you're always looking at how teams are guarding you and what they're doing and what may be available and what may be open. And I thought Russell, early in the game, his probing, his patience, him finding open guys, generating shots for open guys, I thought it was really, really good for us. And he shot the ball efficiently from behind the line, took great threes. But there's certain games where, we need him to inject himself, because it was one of those, it was going well for us offense. We were scoring and everything was going well, but I think sometimes when it's not going well, Russell's a guy that can generate some points for us. So I thought his fingerprints on the game, just in terms of how he controlled the game from the point guard position, I thought he did a terrific job tonight.
Wiggins made 3 shots tonight. Levine made 1 shot. How great was the defense from Oladipo and Andre?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit of both. One is I think Victor and Andre both did a terrific job. They did a great job following and chasing off of screens. They did a good job with Wiggins around the basket in terms of moving their feet and trying to make him take tough shots. Thought Dre and Victor's defense was terrific. And then also, they were really going to town. He had it going there, so there was a lot of it to him too. But when they did try to incorporate Wiggins and Levine, I not to say that those guys didn't score some or get shots off, but I thought our guys defended them as well as they could be defended.